You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Excited to check out something that I never thought I'd be able to show you. It's a 1940s Lewis Marx and Company complete locomotive train set remote control, meaning the multi-control transformer will let you control different aspects of the train. There's also two house kits, the plastic grade crossing up top, toot toot, it says there, and then the whistling station. So I'm going to show you all of this, and then everything in the box. Let me move this out of the way. This is just a bridge that you can use if you want. I haven't decided yet. And then let me move these out. Let's do this. I'll move everything out of the way. And then I will open this box. Let me do a top down. Now inside here, let me move that. I'll show you that. There's some light bulbs here from Lionel. And then this is the whistling station. Okay, so this is a very old box, as you can tell. And I've already done some work to repair this box. It says streamlined steam type electrical train made in USA by Lewis Marx and Company, New York office. Remote control, and then this side says streamlined electric train, and you've got this made in United States of America, and then I believe that's Mar, and then lines, Mar lines, I would think, for train lines from Marx. And let me lift this up. I'll show you what I did to the box. I don't know if you remember that really old hockey set I did. I had to add some supports here because this box was in bad shape. And then let's just check. Yeah, the other sides are the same. And then this side just says number electric. Yeah, so this was all ripped from here to here. So I wanted to fix that, which I did. Now, what happened, well, what's going on here is all the train track you see up here didn't actually belong to this set. So let me move it out. Because whoever owned this train set up a much larger train set. So let me get this out of the way. Well, now you at least know the type of track that came with a train set like this. It's the extra straight. And this was here, and then that is the train set. Exciting to have something like this to show you. But let's go through the paperwork first. Here is the actual receipt from Gimbals. It was $10.49. You see it there, $10.49, November 2nd, someone handwritten, paid the department, the salesperson, and the amount of sale, $10.49. And then there is the instructions for this set. And then they give you the specified layout right here. And all the extra things you can get with it. I'll show you that side. I'll show you that side in case someone's wondering and they have this set or they're trying to figure it out. And then this goes to the whistling station. So that would go with that box. And then someone had instructions. The original owner took notes. And here's notes. See, notes. Tracks are numbered from 1 to 15, starting from switch to switch. This covers most of the main tracks used for special curves, etc. Add on however long or wide you want to build the track. So he was saying you can do that. You can add more. And then took a little detailed schematic. All right. I just find this stuff very intriguing. That's why I'm showing it to you. Switches in some track are numbered in white to make it easier to set up. All the rest where needed. Have fun with a nice big exclamation. And track to A and U posts, whistle to A and C. Electronics are to B and C. Accessories to B and C. That's very important because the transformer you have to hook up post A and U to get enough power to the track. Let's see, what does this say? 4 white bulbs brought at Moore's. Train bulbs in 1965. and they gave you a list of everything they spent or what they're worth. The metal bridge was $1. The transformer was $1.50. The caboose was 25 cents. 1945. Okay, that's cool stuff. It's going to stay with it because it's all part of this particular set's history. We don't want to lose that. And then you have read carefully instructions for remote control switches. So that's somewhere in here. Here's the instructions for the transformer. So I'll need to put that with the transformer box. Now this you can find online. A lot of the train hobbyists and forums and different posting boards have this information, which you can get. But it's nice having the original, so I can match that up. And this is a little catalog at the time called the Timely Table Railroad Accessories from Marx Marlines. Does it fold out? Yeah, look, it's like a giant poster. Delicately handling this. And the different layouts you can do. I'm going to bring the lighting down just a little bit. There we go. So there's the cars and different accessories you can get. A cannon, a tank that shoots smoke. And then here's some of the engines up here. Here's that bridge. The all-metal girder bridge. A tunnel. Let's do it this way. Different signals and lights. Okay. Our transformer is not in this list. That's that. Now, let's take a look-see inside. I'll tell you what, let me make a little more room here. I'm going to move this off the side and I'll take all this out. This is what's needed to run this train. And this is what came with it originally. I'm not too sure about these, but I will check, so I'll be back. Alright, so let's just get the track out of the way. So you can see the tracks. Now there needs to be a connector to actually connect the electricity to these rails. And then this person, there it is right there. So this one here will connect to accessory, I think, and that's the power for the train. So they labeled it and tied it up, and actually some wire is still connected, which might help set this up. Yes, I think I'm going to set it all up and try it. But first I'll test the transformer. Okay, this is the cars uncouple here. So it looks like it moves this pin, and it does something to the cars. You put the power there. And then this is to the transformer. So everything goes into this. It's like the main electrical unit. And then we have these switcher tracks. And then you're putting your power to these posts. It looks like they light up, so you need a little bulb in there. Don't know if any of this works. And what's happening here is it looks like it's going to switch this track from here to here. So it depends, it shows you, so then the train will change directions this way. And same on this. So those are neat. And then here is a Lewis Marx. Isn't it neat how everything's labeled on the inside where everything goes? So anytime this train set came out, they would use that as their guide. Because imagine, it's going to take time to set this up. You probably got hours. Automatic signal. My guess is hours to set this up and get it to where it works. So you would think, usually, I'm just going to say probably at Christmas time, you'd set the train up, and you'd have to go over it all in your mind again. Where was that? How did I do that? What did I do here? What did I do there? So that's why the notes came in handy. Alright, and then this is a Lewis Marx. The number 404 Marx automatic block signal. Even says place block signal here. Ooh, cool. It's got 3 colors. It looks like this is going to change the colors. And the power's all set. Isn't that neat? Okay, let's get this one out of the way. I'll box that one up in a second. And then Looks like I may need a little more light now. This is the place floodlight here. This is the floodlight. Instructions for the floodlight. You can see someone to try to save the box. They use tape all the way around to save it. Oh, okay, so things are falling out. Because this box is sunken in here, it's hard to pull out. There's your floodlights. Looks like this one's burnt out. That's pretty cool. So this all went with this. I want to make sure I get that all back. And then the piece of the box had broken off at some point. Was just taped on here, so I'll be able to maybe fix that. Okay, now I think what everybody wants to see. The trains, look. Coal car there. It says Canadian Pacific. Now these are like a tin and folded kind of train. And then this was a car. This is the General Coal Company number 554. Those numbers are important to people. And then this is another car. The refrigerator, Colorado and Southern Railroad. And another car. Looks like some kind of Santa Fe Middle States oil tanker car. And then CRI&P, Rock Island, number 552. These are in excellent condition. And then another car. This looks like the caboose. It's the New York Central Lines 556. And then one engine. And then the other engine. And it's all labeled. Engine here, engine here. Place one engine here, one engine here. Now this one doesn't have any, it's number 391. Oh, that looks really nice. Alright, so that's that. That's that. Place floodlight here. See? Pretty neat. Don't you think? Would you agree? Alright, so the couplers on these are a little different than what I'm used to. So this would move into this and then somehow couple there. And then to uncouple, I think you push this out. There you go. So now that's coupled in the coupler. I don't know if I have to do it in any specific order, but it sure does look like the caboose. Well, it goes the engine. The coal car has this kind of connection, and then you would start putting cars onto these couplers, but I might have to do some work on these. There we go. Yep, it doesn't seem like they want to do what they need to do every time. I don't think they need to be in a specific order. Okay, so that coupler needs a little work, but I think you get the idea. All right, let me move this out of the way. Let me show you what's in the boxes, and then I'll eventually get this set up. Okay, first is the transformer, 1095, December of 1950. So this must have been an upgraded transformer because the set was bought. This is a year later. They got a Lionel transformer, 90 watts. Now this had a bad cable, so I had to replace the power line. The power line that was here was all crusty and no good. So what's happening here is I need to figure out the U's, the A's, the B, and the C. And then there's direction, so I can change the direction, whistle, and then the speed. That is a transformer that came with it. I have not tested it yet, so I'm curious to see. All right, let me grab the next item. So here are the two houses. The Cape Cod House Kit, Plasticville, USA. So basically you would just have to put these houses together. And it's very much like the gingerbread houses that I made with the interlocking pieces. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to build these. I don't know if they're complete. They look complete. You have the two lift pieces, the two sides, and the tops. So it would just be a matter of doing that and that. And it looks like you could glue it. I don't know if people did glue these, probably. But if you were taking it down every season, having them like this to reuse would be nice. And then these, do these lock on? It looks like that's the roof line. So it is missing the chimney. Oh, it's not. Oh, cool. So it goes this way. Just sits on top of the little house. I'm just kind of mocking it, but I think you get the idea. There's that one. And this one is the toy house. Okay, so it looks like this one is complete too. Basically the same thing. Two sides, the top, there's a door, and the little chimney. Alright. Well, let's just take a look at it, get it out. So the same thing. Well, let's just get it so at least it looks like it's set up. Something on this one that isn't hooking. Could be a variety of reasons. Maybe that this piece is out of whack. Let's just leave it like that. And same thing for this. Okay, so one door is broken on this, or at least the glue has come off. You can see where the glue was put. Someone wasn't too careful. Those lock in pretty solid. So that would be the front. And let's see. Okay, that's why. I saw a pin in the box for the red one. There's a good chance that this one is missing the pin. Oh, let's just leave it. This is not in the right position, but I think you get the idea. I was wondering what it was. There's a little pin. See the broken pin? Alright, so those are the two little houses. I'm not going to move them. I will come back. I'll put them back in the boxes and we'll check out one or two more items. I think one more. Okay, there was two more. This one was hiding underneath the paperwork. I forgot about it. This is the railroad crossing. So it looks like just a straight track goes through here. And then maybe you could take another set of regular cars, like plastic cars, and they would drive over this railroad section. Probably similar to the cars that I had shown you in another bin day or a box day. Remember that? Those would be the kind of cars. The whistling station. A little one-sided pamphlet shows you how to wire to the control panel to the transformer. Okay. And then, let's see. Oh, see, everything's so brittle. That's why it was already ripped there. Now I know why. Everything's stiffened up in the cardboard. Let me do it this way. I feel like the roof's coming off, or roof, however you say it. Roof. Okay, let's do this. Let's go this way. That's a cool box though, by the way. Look at the panel on that. Whistling station, and there's more instructions. Let's see, maybe down this way. There we go. How cool is that? The whistling station. It says Gerard. There's the front. Now inside is something that's to whistle, so the train's coming into the station, right? I don't know. I don't know what's going to work or if it's going to work, but okay, that was everything, I think. Let me gather this all up. I cannot put this together down here, so I will probably have to go to a much larger table to work on this and set this up. So let's do it. Okay, so initial tests are good. I moved to a bigger table. I'm not sure it'll fit on this table. Otherwise, then I'll have to build this on the ground. All right, so a couple things. It was UA, so this is UNA, which goes to the track. And then UNA goes to the This goes from this to the transformer. So this sets this up so this has enough power. And then the uncoupler is here, so there's power going to that. And then each of the switchers, I have one further off, which you can't see, but you'll be able to see this one when I move it in. So first test was to give it some power and test this. This actually buzzes a lot, but it uncouples. Let me get this a little closer. Uncouples the train with a little thing that flips from one side to the other side. And then here is the switcher. So what happens here is going to move this over to this so that you can switch the train to that track, to that track. Okay, we know that works. And now this goes to, this is for the train actually, so I know now that it has power. Now, not enough track to run it here. It wants to go and it's old, so it's going to need a little run time to get it to go fully and put the full power on it. But I think from this point on now I can slowly start setting this up. I'll keep checking in as I'm setting up the track, but it all's going to need to be cleaned. I'm going to make sure the wiring's really nice, and then I will continue on. Okay, good news. One, I'm trying to get the lighting adjusted. The train is running. Everything is working. So let me see, what can I show you? Now if I want to switch the inner and outer track, I just hit this to red, red, and now it's going to go through this middle loop here. Now I can switch it back, green, and it lights up green. And now it'll go back to the straightaway. I know I can't show you the whole track just as yet, but that gives you a good idea. Let me change the camera perspective here, and then I'll continue on. All right, now you can see the full track. It's pretty big, and this is a big table. Now I'm going to do something to protect the corners here so that I don't lose the train accidentally off the edges. But I think now you got a good idea. You know, zoom in right here as it comes by us. All right, so I have four more things to test and try and hook up. Ooh, moving too fast. Here it comes. Now this time I'll keep up with it. I want to hear the choo-choo. All right, so a little bit more to set up, and then I'll be back and we'll show you all that, and we'll continue on with the process. All right, so this horn actually sits on little feet, and there's an air chamber right here. So when you press the button, initially this was really making a lot of noise, so I was able to use a little WD lubricant 40. More like the silicone. And now I get the train coming around the corner. Alright, so I just need to put this back together. There was 2 little screws on top, and then I'll show you another section. Alright, so this is the automatic block signal. You take out one rail here and then hook it up to these 2 special tracks. Oh, a little too fast around the train. And that's supposed to break the signal, but for whatever reason, it turns off red. It should let the train go, and when it goes to red, it should be stopping the train. Either way, it looks pretty cool. All right, let's check out the next little section. Okay, next is the signal light tower. Now when that, it's a little fidgety. It's got to be locked in just right, and then you get them to go on. It's connected to the track with these little flat pieces, so it's a little different, but it's working too. And then what I haven't hooked up is this little device here. This is actually a circuit breaker, so if something falls onto the track or something interferes with the electrical circuit, it automatically turns the track off. At least that's what I think it does. No expert here. All right, next section. Okay, this is the automatic decoupler. So when you press the button, it flips this little lever over, and then it decouples the train. Let's see it work here. Go ahead. There you go. Okay, so this transformer has an auto reverse on it, so you just go backwards now and put the train back together. Okay, let's see, and then go forward. There you go. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to do the switcher on the other side there. So hit that. That just flipped it. And now the switcher here, and it's going to bring the train through this section. Just let it go through a few times. Alright, so now switch this one back to green. Alright, now switch that one back to green. And now it's going to go through the main section of track again. Alright, let me show more of the track. Alright, here we go. Going to try and follow it around with the camera. Now I've got everything working. These light up green. The floodlight is working. It's on. And then you got this little light section. I got the houses together. I had to put a little piece of tape on that one to get it right. Here it comes. It's running good. See, this lights up green over here, so you know which way the switcher is working. It's hard to keep up with the train. Hopefully I'm not making you dizzy. Let me go a little bit wider. Alright, I'm going to go over to the actual transformer now, and then I can stop it, and then I can restart it in reverse. Hold on, you got to do it a certain way. There it goes, see? This transformer is a little fidgety because I don't want to go too fast around the curves. You're supposed to be able to stop it and then quickly come back and it changes direction. And then this is how I'm controlling the uncoupler and then the two other little switches. If I switch this, now it's going to bring the train through the middle. And then if I switch it back to green, it should bring the train back straight on the track. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is just stop talking and then I'll just follow the train around. Now that you're seeing everything, I can make the whistle go anytime. And I'll just give you different angles of the train doing its thing. It's hard to do it on this, easier on the tripod, so I will do that next. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.